On August 22nd, 1485, England witnessed one of the most decisive battles in its history, the Battle of Bosworth. This battle marked the effective end of the War of the Roses, a bloody conflict that had lasted for decades between the houses of York and Lancaster. Henry Tudor, representing the House of Lancaster, led his forces against King Richard III, King of York. Bosworth was a turning point in English history, determining the fate of the throne and laying the foundations for the Tudor era. Before the battle, the atmosphere in King Richard III's camp was tense and confident. The soldiers wore their gilded armor and raised brightly colored flags. King Richard, who was known for his bravery, spoke to his troops, assuring them that they were fighting for their king and their family. On the other side, Henry Tudor's troops were gathering in a state of enthusiasm and determination. Henry, who claimed his right to the throne, hoped to end the harsh rule of Richard III. His soldiers cheered as they prepared their weapons, ready to face the enemy. As the sun rose, the battle was announced. The two armies advanced towards each other, the sounds of drums and shouts rising in the air. With the first clash, swords clashed and blood flowed on the ground, in a scene that reflected the ferocity of the conflict. The battle continued unabated as swords were crossed and archers fired their arrows intensively. Fighting was raging at every corner, with scenes of bravery and sacrifice as soldiers bravely faced death. Armor glistened in the sunlight, while blood splattered everywhere. Thanks to his experience, Henry Tudor used innovative tactics. He used the terrain of the area to his advantage, as some of his soldiers retreated to fortified positions. As Richard continued to attack, things were slowly changing. As the battle progressed, things began to turn in Henry's favor. He managed to attract some of Richard's soldiers to his side, which increased the pressure on the king. The moment was decisive, as the fate of the battle was in hand. In a poignant scene, Henry Tudor faced King Richard III. Screams rang out as they fought in a personal battle that embodied the Game of Thrones. At a pivotal moment, Henry managed to wound Richard, causing York's army to collapse. With Richard dead, York's forces began to collapse. Chaos reigned on the battlefield as soldiers tried to flee. This marked the end of Richard III's reign and the end of the conflict that had torn England apart. After the battle, celebrations broke out in Henry Tudor's camp. Joy was widespread as the new king was welcomed. It was a historic moment, as his dream of regaining the throne for England came true. The Battle of Bosworth Field had a profound impact on the history of England. It ended the War of the Roses, established the Tudors, and ushered in a period of relative stability. Bosworth marked the beginning of a new era, with Henry VII being remembered as a unifying monarch. England learned a great deal from this battle. Everyone realized that power struggles can lead to chaos, and that unity is the path to stability. Bosworth was a lesson in the importance of sacrifice and courage. The Battle of Bosworth became a symbol of change. It is remembered as one of the defining moments that shaped the future of England. Stories of courage and sacrifice are told through the generations, serving as a constant reminder of the importance of history. The Battle of Bosworth is over, but its effects live on in the memory of the nation. It was an embodiment of the human struggle for control, proving that a strong will can change the course of events. Ultimately, Bosworth was a testament to hope and a sign of a new era in English history.